All right, so today we're covering a developing story where it looks like a popular and very well-known sneaker resale shop was actually recently raided, and according to law enforcement, almost $2.5 million worth of alleged stolen goods were recovered. So we're going to be covering all of the details and discussing why this, as well as recent events, exposes that this sneaker resale game may actually all be just a lie. But before we get into that, a couple of quick headlines, as it looks like recently Travis Scott, actually last night, he held this massive show which went down in London. Now, during his performance entrance, he was spotted with rocking what appears to be a red pair of the Travis Scott T-Rexes, aka Jumpman Jack. So you could add this to the list of several unreleased colorways. No telling this will be just a one-of-one pair for this special event, or an actual sneaker that we will see with a retail release. And speaking of Travis Scott, it looks like creepy billionaire Michael Rubin, he was actually in attendance of this same event, and he actually gave us a first look at the upcoming Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Shy Pink. So let's go ahead and take a look at the clip.
Wow, Ronnie getting new Travis Scott shoes before me, Trav. What the? It's like a little Travis Scott model here.
Got the T.
So not too much to say right here other than the fact that it seems like the majority of people, based off the first impressions, are really rocking with these. But when it comes to Travis Scott sneaker releases, I'm expecting the same old story. Once these joints drop, expect them to be extremely limited, and in return, very difficult to cop. Plus, what's the deal with this dude, Michael Rubin? If I was a billionaire, if I was as rich as this guy right here, I could think of a lot better ways to spend my time than mosh pitting around with a bunch of 14-year-olds at a Travis Scott show. But hey, it is what it is. And we got a quick Adidas Yeezy update, as it's been discovered via the Adidas website in Australia that apparently over 50 different new styles have been added to the website. So I found this over on Reddit. Now, apparently these styles have loaded up, but no stock has been loaded, meaning you're actually not able to purchase these sneakers. So as far as the new styles added, we're seeing pairs such as the 350 V2 Oreo, we got the 700 V3 Kyanite, 700 V1 Teal Blue, plus a lot more. Now, when you compare this region's releases to, let's just say, how things went down in the US, when Adidas started dropping Yeezys again back in June, for example, in Australia, they just loaded all the pairs and all the styles at once, versus over here in the US, where they had a more like staggered release schedule, where we saw different pairs added to the app, on different days. So really no telling what to expect as far as this update goes. But as far as all of these new styles being loaded up to the Adidas website in Australia, it could be an indicator of what to expect for an upcoming US drop. So of course, stay tuned for more updates regarding this whole Adidas Yeezy situation. All right, and finally for today's main story, we got a crazy one where, according to law enforcement, a very popular and well-known sneaker resale shop, which goes by the name of Flea Club, based out of Chicago, has been busted, where reportedly over $2.5 million worth of stolen goods were seized in a recent raid. Now, law enforcement, it looks like they were actually building up a case leading up to this event over the past few months or so, and according to Sheriff Tom Dart, he actually elaborated their sting operation, and according to him, they would go ahead and send undercover agents into Flea Club to sell these products, which they were actually letting employees know were stolen. So we would go back in with a different undercover officer and buy the stolen stuff we had just sold them. So basically, essentially recovering the stolen goods. Now, on top of this, according to investigators, employees accepted stolen goods and instructed thieves with specific requests for items they wanted to resell. So basically, the undercover agents would go into the store and be like, yo, I got this stuff, it's stolen. The people at Flea Club would buy it anyways, knowing it was stolen, and the employees would then let the undercover agents know, like, yo, you got the plug on this? Well, we're looking for these XYZ on top of that. So these allegations are pretty crazy. It's important to make note that they are just allegations, and that these individuals are actually innocent until proven guilty. So the owner of Flea Club, he goes by the name of Darius Kelly. He's going to be actually charged with a felony count of theft, while his store employee, who goes by the name of Jerry Walker, he faces additional charges, including a felony count of aggravated unlawful use of a weapon. And both of these individuals will be due back in court on July 26th. So it looks like they had their first hearing earlier in July. And on top of this, it looks like weapons were also confiscated. That's why bruh right here Mr. Kelly, he's also facing, or I should say Mr. Walker, he's facing those additional charges of the aggravated unlawful use of a weapon or whatever. So a lot of interesting stuff going on behind the scenes here, but according to this case which was presented by law enforcement, it almost sounds like this may be a case of entrapment. So who knows what's really going on right here, but this is a wild story, and I feel like it kind of unravels, another layer to this whole sneaker industry, and it kind of makes it look like this whole sneaker resale game is all just a lie. Now, it's also important to know that I've actually covered this sneaker resale shop, Flea Club, previously, as if you guys recall earlier this year, they were actually the victims of a bunch of smash and go robberies where reportedly an SUV broke in, or a SUV crashed into the front of their store, where the thieves actually reportedly stole like over $100,000 worth of goods. So a lot of weird stuff going on over at this Flea Club Chicago shop. So any of my Chicago natives, if you guys got any of the inside intel, let us know what's going on behind the scenes. But again, kind of sounds like a case of entrapment. So let me know what you guys think, what's going on down below. But as I alluded to previously, I feel like this kind of peels back another layer to this whole sneaker resale game, and may uncover that, all of this is just a lie, and a lot of these sneaker resale shops have to resort to these tactics in order to just keep the lights on and be able to pay the bills, all these overhead costs and everything like that. So drop your feedback. Let me know what you guys think's going down below. Also, let me know what you guys think about this Adidas Yeezy update for anybody that's located in other regions of the world. Let me know if you guys have been noticing any weird stuff going on behind the scenes, and also drop your feedback on those Travis Scott joints down below. So we're gonna wrap things up right here. I'm J.A. Salute to you guys for tuning in here on this wonderful Friday. So I hope everybody has a great weekend, and in the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys next time. I'm out. Love.
Wow, Ronnie getting new Travis Scott shoes before me, Trav. What the? It's like a little Travis Scott model here.
Got the T.